What is up, folks? Welcome to another episode of my Jerusalem playthrough here. Guys, we've been bogged down doing so much stuff politically that I remember like some time ago I talked about how we're doing pretty well. We haven't expanded that much in that period of time. We've got just over 100 years to go, and there is a lot of the world remaining, so we have to move things along now. No excuses. We've been inefficient with our admin points here. Um, and yeah, like I said, no excuses. I'm going to go ahead and throw a colonist down here to be able to gobble these up no problem in the future. And I was looking at my trade. Funnily enough, guys, our influence in Constantinople was so absolute. We have higher influence than in Genoa, which means if I do that, we should make more money. At least for now. Obviously, once we integrate Spain and France, probably another story. Now, debatably, this guy's not in the best position right now. He's not doing that much for us. I could change him to here, but it's not going to have that much of an impact. I think it will have more of an impact. Like, he's going to pull less money up into Alexandria in that case. And like I said, we have more influence here, but I think he will serve us better here than in Aden for now. So let's do that. And I noticed we had some pirates here. So I'm going to have some heavy ships. Sort that out for us. And otherwise, we did just fully overextend for the most part. So I do want to be going back to war. Now, this is a concern, guys. I'm losing 8 Diplo power a month. I do definitely want to consider hiring more expensive advisors here, and I notice a rank 2 Diplo reputation. I think that's a pretty good compromise. It's probably going to make this us lose even more Diplo a month, but we're gaining an additional one. And yeah, so we're losing 9 now. Integrate these guys at a faster rate by increasing our reputation. So apart from that, it is time to actually, I think a good target is Songhai. Let's smash him out, and then we're basically done with West Africa. So as far as I can tell, he's just allied to Yemen. So I want, 1 stack or 2 poised and ready to go for Songhai. And we're going to need troops to fight Yemen as well. If other nations rival Brandenburg, those are good nations to sort of set our sights towards, I would suggest, attacking in the HRE. Oh, Bosnia is looking really vulnerable. Really, really vulnerable. Cool. I will definitely consider smashing him. We have 0 manpower at the moment, as it happens, because one of the things that I want to do is actually hire more troops. But like I said, we have 0 manpower. I do have a decent amount of money, though. It's crazy how buildings like this, guys, even though that's like huge, it's barely gonna pay itself off before the end of the game. Like if that was in even the early mid game, that would be huge to build, but it costs it gives 0.5. Whereas it costs 257 to build. Do you feel me? So it's going to take like, what? Like, God, I just woke up. I shouldn't be doing this. 500? It's going to take like 500 months to pay itself off. Think about it. Now, there would be a different story if I had any intention to develop this province in terms of admin, but I don't really. So, we have a bit of army composition issues. That's just typical, mate. So I actually don't really have enough troops at the moment. I'm sad we got stack wiped. I think this is basically 3 stacks, right? That's the issue that we're having right now. Oh, I can take military points. I wish there was a 10 modifier and then a 10 modifier. So that would be really easy. I might just take a general here. But then that's upset. We'll just tolerate it. Alright, we can also take admin points. I shouldn't shy upon that. So we need 15. Ah! Misclicked. I just genuinely misclicked there. That's not good. They're gonna be unhappy. Okay, the burgers are also quite unhappy. I feel like we're gonna need those diplo points though now that we're integrating as well. So that's a bit awkward, man. We're in a really awkward position here with the burgers. I'm just gonna leave it for now because that's extremely awkward. Let's check our combat width. Alright. Our cavalry does nothing for us, dude. So that was only 17, I think. No, it's more than that. Okay. I think that is basically a decent stack. Using my maneuver here to try to get here ASAP. I open and close the game. So a brandy is regressing land for a second time. Which is sort of an old unintended feature, I guess, that you get demanded land territory twice. But the Holy Roman Empire hates us anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's be poised and ready to at least take these provinces. I could give Salzburg to Austria. It's tempting. It's tempting to just do that instead of core out myself. Okay, I think that's 18. So unsurprisingly, we lack infantry. I do definitely want to keep 2 stacks together. 2 is 1. That's kind of my mentality right now. Yep, so here we have... I need 5 more cannons. And we need a lot more infantry. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Our influence in Champagne diminished, strangely. I guess I was looking at the occupations we had over these provinces, which were worth more. We'll just keep things how they are. We're going to get additional merchants anyway, thankfully, eventually. Hopefully not taking too long here. Alright, and these two stacks are going to head down to actually fight Yemen. Let's make sure we're going for his capital. And I'm definitely going to consider just merking up, basically. But we need some money. We need some cash before we do that. We're poorer than I would like to be. Try to prevent myself suffering attrition there. Okay, this war was really smooth as expected. All of our light ships are working, right? Yeah. Get raided upon. Too lazy nowadays, guys, to actually raid properly. There's not really that much to raid. I think India is quite valuable though, right? Let's go check this out. It's been a while. It's sad. The raiding, I've mentioned it before, didn't quite turn out how I had envisioned, but it's okay. We are huge and glorious, so it's alright. Turns out, being a one province miner, it's quite hard, guys, to blow up and take over, you know, heathen religion regions and so on, and be rich while doing it. And fight war after war after war. Army professionalism is so bad as it is. Rip manpower. I mean, this is so much money, though. We shouldn't scoff at this. And the sailors. Our sailors are about to fall below our maximum as if we keep building navy. How dare us? This is not exactly our tradition. Is it, guys? Pouring out those provinces quite quickly because they're French. Haha. Feels good, man. I want to go up to Ming, of course. Ming is where the money's at. Up here. If only I could raid into, like, Beijing. God dang it. That's why I wanted here. It wouldn't let us raid there, but it would let us raid these. I can't believe Ming bet me to Canton, even though I was kind of like prioritizing it. That's pretty awkward. Commonwealth is fighting a war, which unfortunately they're going to win. I'm quite kind of disturbed at how strong the Commonwealth was, despite us really kind of ravaging them in the first war. They put up a fight. There's no doubt about that. Oh, you guys are not doing anything. Apparently they are, but I don't know what it is. Let's make sure it is protecting trade there. We can raid a lot around these areas, guys, but a lot of these provinces are not even worth raiding. Maybe they are, but I'm lazy. We've already hit that up. This capital out here in Brunei. Wow, this siege of Salisbury is just not happening, man. Typical, right? There it is, that 140, over 1,000 sailors. Oh boy. Kyoto is not coastal is the thing, guys. Let's raid a bit of Japan while we're here. This guy's capital city is 10 development in the 1700s. I don't know how that is the case, honestly. If I was playing him, that would not be the case. Okay, so we're about to be at the admin cap. I mean, maybe I will be developing something. Damn, dude. Troops are in position to fight Shanghai. I guess there's no reason to hesitate. Mm-hmm. That was worth 5 ducats, that rating. Yeah, and believe it or not, I'm going to come all the way back here because I don't even have troops out in Asia. Going to get a ton of papal influence. Excuse me, for converting these provinces, we need a ton of papal influence. They convert real quick, and I believe heretic provinces will give more papal influence than heathen does, which seems kind of counterintuitive in the sense that heathen is harder to convert, so you'd feel like you're in need of a greater reward. Okay, that is gonna go for Austria. Why not? Just on the off chance that I don't even bother integrating him, guys. He doesn't interfere very badly in terms of trade. And he's already stated it up. Let's empower him. It did cost me Diplo points though. Part of me is regretting it already. Alright, good. Spending some admin points there. And I doubt we're going to be able to spend these before we hit the cap. Okay, we have completed offensive ideas. I might wait. Nah, we're good. We're good. Take that for 10%. I was going to say I might wait to accept the new institute, but forget about it. Who cares? Keep boosting my mercantilism. Wait, Ming just asked for access? Why? Who are you fighting? It's fighting in Asia. Wow, Bachmanis. Cool. Two powerhouses going at it. That's what I like to see. Alright. Truces up with Persia. That's a good place to expand. Now, Trans is actually a great power. He's unsurprisingly doing perfectly fine in tech. Oh, we're actually ahead of him. That's good to see. Let's have a look. He's fifth. He's fifth. He might be a bit of a joke compared to us. Kazan spawns. Some people saying, "Oh, grab Russia, for reconquest." Yeah, trust me, guys. I believe I mentioned it before. Trust me, I'm keen on that. Problem is, they're a tributary of Ming. So it is definitely doable. Right now, we're at our maximum slots anyway. It's definitely doable. It's just, it's not going to go easy, guys. We're going to have to take however much war score he's worth from Ming and piece him out. Doesn't matter if Russia is low enthusiasm, like, please, he's cost 51%. So let's say even with imperialism, he's going to cost like 40%, let's say. We're going to have to basically 40% Ming and have him low enough enthusiasm where he's like, yeah, just take it, right? Which means like low medium. So it'll be a long, hard war over that subject, in other words. Not an easy war like it may seem. Yeah, I'd like to break his alliance with this dude, I think. And he's Tech 25. He's ahead of me and most other people as well. So we're going to go for that kind of peace offer here. Because if we can take this dude out, that's East African Charter is going to benefit us. Once we integrate Spain, man, oh boy. Oh boy, money is going to be a thing of the past, guys. Money issues. We're going to be real good in terms of money. I was thinking about where I should develop, and I honestly don't, at a glance, I don't have a clue where I should be developing. Yeah, also the burgers are so pissed that we're going to have a penalty to developing, so that doesn't feel very good. Okay. I want to fully annex this guy, so let's kind of carpet siege him. And I want to do this quickly. So make sure our best siege general is here. And I will actually artillery barrage Shanghai as well. So Austria's accepted the Enlightenment. Not sure how much it's going to cost us, but it's going to cost us a lot. So let's start saving some of that cash for the acceptance. We don't have many months remaining. I'm going to be doing some pretty YOLO development, guys, on pretty much anywhere that I have. Probably the upgrade of a church, right? A cathedral. which is in only a few provinces. This is quite awkward. I didn't expect that from Yemen. If we take his entire area on the side, he might not want to peace out. So we just saw Navy. We had a Navy coming over here. We should be good despite those being injured. I hope so. Damaged. I always treat Navy like they are biological when I talk about them. It's not intentional. Oh, I misclicked that. Feels bad, man. Nice. Quick early siege there. For once in my life. Life's good. Life's good. Life's nice to me one time. Feels good, man. There we go. Burgers are now moderately happy with us. And it might be a good time in that case to take those points as well. I'm gonna wait though until after I develop. But we do need those Diplo points, guys. If we are to you know, keep up while we integrate here. We're integrating when our coring penalty to our reputation goes away. We integrate these guys real fast. We're going to run out of Diplo points, I'm sorry to say. Okay, so this... I also want to just blockade him to help peace out if possible. Okay, so he does want to fight it. Shoot. Let's repair. Ah, I didn't see that coming. How did I miss that? The hell? Okay. Feels bad, man. If you, Yemen. That's okay. We're gonna have to do some recruiting out here in Africa. Not exactly my plan. Not planned, but not that big of a deal. We have some high-level heavies, so yeah, hopefully he's afraid of us. She seems to be. I'm going to try to blockade him. And standing on the fort should demoralize him. We're admin capped. So if we can't make it happen this month, which maybe we can. Why am I not on that, dude? You idiot. Okay, well, even if I fully annex them now, we're not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. There we go. West Africa looking good. Got to sort out our composition out here a little bit now. I have lost track of time, guys. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry if this is a shorter episode. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for now. It is what it is, guys. The grind of the late game. You got to take big chunks, as you guys can see. We're way behind in terms of just, spending our admin points because basically if I accept the alignment or whatever, we're at the cap. And even if I had another area ready to go, ready to peace out and go, overextension is an issue. So inevitably we're going to tick up a little bit inefficiently, but that's okay. It's just a matter of grinding these guys down to a pulp. Probably Persia next episode. Yeah, and that's going to be fun. Expanding into these regions, which is kind of a long time in the making. Well, not these regions, but I guess India, really. Everything's going to move along in terms of time here fairly quickly. Because it's a late game. And we're going to start getting some real rewards. A little bit concerned about my Diplo points, though. Maybe I should be focusing them, guys? I'll definitely consider it. Ooh. Let's do this as well. Get that superior air up and running. I'm happy to do that. I'll try to farm prestige and we'll try to... That air is pretty good, but we might do this and try to get a really elite air. Which may be our last ruler going into the late game. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.